How do you find the area of a triangle?
Let me check on that. Here's some information.
Kayla, how come you're not using your book?
Because it's easier just to look up.
Kayla, back in the day when I was going to school, we didn't have any of that stuff.
So how did you ever manage to get things done?
You know, that's a good question. Why don't you do some research on it?
Okay. How has modern technology affected society?
Hello, my name is Cody Reyes, and we are here today to discuss how modern technology affects society. Now, as you noticed in the intro, there was a question. And before we get started, I'd like to answer that question with a question. How does modern technology not affect society? I'd like to introduce my father, who has a few words on the subject.
Well, there's a saying today that the world isn't the fingertips, or the world is in your hands. That is ever so true with today's technology. As an example, if you want to do research today, you just go to your iPhone, right, real quick, or iPad. If you want to make a phone call, the same iPhone, you can just flip it, call your friend, call whoever. You want to look for something in the news, something just happened in Japan, a tsunami, you pull your phone out, the information is there. You want to look at sports and it's on Sports Illustrated, you pull out your iPhone. Okay? Music, you want to listen to the latest music, you pull out the iPhone. As compared to when I was in high school, you know, I want to do research, I would have to go to the library, go to the big library and find out where it is, what shelf it is, write it down on my notebook, and then type it up. Long-winded way of doing a research. I want to make a phone call, I have to go to a payphone, or I have to go to the house or go to someone's house that has a phone. See, everything takes a little time. I want to hear what happened to the other side of the world. I either turn on the TV, go home, listen to the news, or go somewhere where I can read it on a newspaper. I want to hear something about sports. Last week about the Chicago Bulls, I have to read the magazine, you know, wait for the subscription to come out. Music, the latest music, I have to go to Kmart and go buy the CD or album and play with it. It was there, but it wasn't at my fingertips. In today's society, technology is such a big thing because I grew up in that part of the era where it wasn't at my fingertips, but now I live in it with you guys where that information is at your fingertips. So I like it. I like technology. I like having information in my hands quickly. I think that's the key. Being able to get the information you need quickly. We have new words, right? Can't find it? Go Google it. Back in the day, you can't find it? Well, go to the library and find it. Now, everything is just, okay, no problem. We're watching TV, something's on TV, we want to know more about it. We go to the internet. Where is it? On our iPad or on our iPhone. So I think that's the beauty of the technology today. It's all in your fingertips.
To summarize what my dad was saying shortly, he's saying that technology today has made our lives as the people living in the society a lot easier. For example, like he said, if you want to know something that just happened on the other side of the world nowadays, you can just pull out your cell phone or go to your laptop and you can just Google it. Back then, they didn't have technologies like that, so if they wanted to know something, they had to go look it up somewhere in like a magazine or a newspaper, or have to find out through somebody, you know. So today, we have it a lot easier. Now that input was from the perspective of a man who's in his late 40s. Now, let's go look at it from the perspective of someone who's more of the younger generation.
I think that my life is thoroughly dependent on technology nowadays. Especially in school, I probably wouldn't be able to succeed without the internet or even like Word doc or computer, like typewriting. And me having a phone in my pocket and being able to just research or communicate with people so fast and easy, I have to depend on that. Cell phones make technology and the internet so accessible. The fact that I don't have to go to the library ever to research something. I can just turn on my phone while I'm driving and search up the directions if I get lost, or even just texting people to communicate. I don't even know what I would do without communication through the cell phones. But really, cell phones and the use of in-pocket mobile internet is what makes, I think, today's modern society amazing.
Matt makes a great point. He says that he needs technology to succeed, and that's something I find interesting. And I agree. Today, students like us and all around the world couldn't possibly succeed the way that we do without the technology we have, such as Google, or even just having a computer or a phone, because when we have this, we have the capability to type our essays, we can keep things organized, we can search up things, do research, and plenty of other things. Society has evolved to a point where technology is a necessity. We live in the technological era. It would be hard to imagine how we would live our lives without the technology we have. Which brings me to my main point. People continue to change technology, but technology will continue to change the people. Siri, what do you have to say to the audience?
Peace out, homies.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I didn't realize how much technology influenced society.